How are you? Nice seeing you. How are you? Hi. How are you?
And we are 6 hardworking, dedicated, sincere, honest women. Nelson Mandela had said, and that was, I'm just paraphrasing, that from the poorest of nations to the richest of countries, the only way forward for a society is through education.
We do it free of charge, no fee. We did it from the bottom of our hearts, really.
And we'll see you on Saturday. Yeah. All right.
Thank you.
In semi-arid areas, the cycle starts and ends with water. To my mind, I felt that a semi-arid area is something that we need to look at. If we give people water, which is the food of life actually, and then we help them with all other skills, they're quite willing and able to help themselves after that.
Really, the children are the future of any country. So if the children turn out, educated and empowered, they will make really good leaders for tomorrow.
Amara came about in round about August of 2008. I had come for a women's project, a kind of a harambe for collection of money for a water tank. I came with a friend of mine. During one of the breaks, they brought us to this school called Kwakalusia. I thought to myself, my God, 45 kilometers outside Nairobi, surely there should be something better than this. So we focused on one particular area. This is the Machakos area. It's a really semi-arid area. It's so near Nairobi, but it seems to be one of the forgotten areas. But it's also something that we needed to do because we were raw to the whole thing. We were new to the whole experience. We needed to be somewhere where we can actually go and come very comfortably. We needed to know that we are doing hands-on projects, that we will be able to visit them regularly. We'll be able to see what we are doing and learn more ourselves as well in the process.
Those buildings which the children were studying in were really condemned. So we thought that we'll build up a structure which will last for them 50 years, and we know that children are going to study in there.
Education is important, and I strongly believe that each child should and must have access towards basic education because it's their right. Those children deserve that. Each child deserves that, so they're entitled, I would say.
We all have our area of focus, and each member brings in a holistic approach to whatever work that we are doing. Besides fundraising, for me it's important to have a balanced diet. So for me, I focus on also a balanced diet, so the kitchen gardens come in. We work really great as a team.
Amara's most specific aim was to build school structures and also to empower women through teaching them life-enhancing skills. Because these are just words, it encompasses so much more. You can't build a school structure without providing textbooks. You can't have textbooks without a child eating. You can't give women money and ask them to buy a water tank if you don't teach them what else they can do with their time then, whether it's growing herbs, whether it's planting indigenous trees, whether it's teaching them knitting, whatever it is. And so it's an all-in-one. But the two main ideas is to build school structures and to empower women.
Education is something which you cannot take away from somebody. It's going to stay there with them for their lifetime.
Actually, they were friends of mine to start with, but I have lots more. But I actually thought about it very carefully. I looked at each one, thought of what they would bring into the charity. What are their skills? What are they good at in particular? Would I get along with them? And I found that one of the most important things besides the skills was the maturity level of the girls.
Amara nataka kusema kwake asante sana na aendelee hivyo alivyo. Tuko na hospitali, tuko na firasi 5 na mahali ya kukulia watoto, sipokuwa pilasi 4 ya secondary hatuna. akiwa anaweza kutusaidia, tunamkaribisha.
They used to come here oftenly, and they used to bring presents for the kids, especially when we take exams. They used to award the students, the pupils. We found a program they called the Uji program, and they were able to sustain it. In fact, from 2010, these kids have been taking Uji in school during the long break, that is at 11. And that one has encouraged pupils to come to school.
I want everyone to support Amara, because as Amara we are supporting and empowering the children of Kenya.
My vision for Kenyans and what the work that Amara is doing is to bring about change in consciousness for all the people that we work with, including ourselves, in teaching everyone to open up and allow themselves to dream, and empowering them to follow their dreams and achieve their ambitions and be successful. To come to from a point of hopefulness, from a point of enthusiasm, from a point of creativity, rather than just helplessness and despair.
In 5 years, we are hoping that Amara will have helped between 10 to 15 schools in the same way, with building school structures, we're helping them get food, with getting all the ancillary stuff that they need to have a decent life so that they can study hard. In 10 years, we are hoping that the whole of the Machakos district has schools which have somehow or the other been helped by Amara.
Kenyans need to help Kenyans, because, you know, when we're always sort of reaching out to people from other countries, I mean, you know, charity begins at home, and it's got to start from home. And then it's easier for us to ask money from outside.
Corporates should move more towards asking for accountability and responsibility to know where their money is going. And Amara is just the very right organization for that.